Hi people, it's me Anya, my pronouns are she, her, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to film today's video because I love reading books about books because they remind me why I love reading in the first place. So yeah, here we are. The first book on this list is called Words in Deep Blue. This book is YA contemporary and follows a pair of best friends who haven't seen each other in 3 years and they fall in love, but they are driven apart by time, if that makes any sense. So like I said, they haven't seen each other in a few years, so it's kind of struggling, or rather grappling with the idea that like we fell in love once, but it's been 3 years, so will we fall in love again? This story is so good and it's so underrated. Kath Crowley is such a wonderful, underrated, descriptive author. I love her writing so much because it's so wonderful and lovely and atmospheric. I just really enjoyed it. It's kind of set in a bookstore because they both work in a bookstore. I think it's so cool. This book is so good, and like I said, it's so underrated. The plot is so thrilling and so intriguing. The romance is so cute and so fluffy and so wonderful. The two characters are so well developed and distinct, and I love them both individually but also together. The atmosphere of the story is so good and so wonderful and so lovely, and like I said, this book is so underrated and for what, so I highly recommend it. The next book on this list is also underrated, but it's not as underrated because it's only 3 months old, and it is Amelia Unabridged. This story is YA contemporary and it's so good. It follows Amelia as she grapples with love, loss, grief, and the future. This story is so good. The book's element of this story comes into play because this story deals with books as an escape, and as a person who often uses reading and books as an escape, I can really resonate with that. This story is so good. I loved the setting, I loved the writing, I loved the plot, I loved the romance. This book is so good and it's so underrated, and for what? This story is absolutely so good because it's so amazing and the writing is so atmospheric and so lovely and just so unique and so wonderful. Like, I can't believe that this book is a debut book because this author is so talented. This book deserves so much more hype because it's absolutely so amazing. The cover is so beautiful as well, and the story inside is just as beautiful. So I highly recommend it because this book is so good. So yeah. The next book on this list is called The Library of Lost Things. This story is another YA contemporary and it follows a young teenage girl who's dealing with her mother's hoarding, and because of that she doesn't typically open up to others until a guy walks into the bookstore where she works and into her heart. This story is so good. Again, the writing is so descriptive and so awesome. This author is so talented. She is so good at crafting such a wonderful, lovely setting and such a wonderful, lovely, well-developed, distinct main character. This story is so good. I enjoyed every single aspect of it when it came to the romance, the plot, the main character, the hoarding representation, the relationship between the main character and her mom. Like, every single aspect of the story was so well done. This author is so talented, and I'm so excited to see her next book, which I think comes out in November if I'm not mistaken. But at any rate, this book was so good because the atmosphere, the setting, the plot, the romance, the characterization all blended well together to make such a wonderful, lovely book. So with that, I highly recommend it. The next book on this list is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This story is an adult fantasy book following a young university student who finds a story about himself in a history book, which is very jarring for him and quite surprising. So that sets him off on a journey, and he finds a secret underground world. This book is so good. It is incredible. The Starless Sea was one of my favorite books of 2020 because it is so good. Erin Morgenstern does world building like no other. Like Leigh Bardugo, who? This story is so good. I love the plot, I love the atmosphere, I love the setting. I loved Zachary as a main character. His romance was so cute, and it was so wonderful, and it was so thrilling. The story was so good. It was so immersive and innovative, and it sucked me in right away. This book is so good. When I started it, I thought to myself foolishly that nothing could top the Night Circus because I love the Night Circus so much. But this book is just as good as the Night Circus, if not better. This book is so good. Erin Morgenstern definitely deserves all of her hype and so much more because this book is so good. And did I mention that it's gay? Like, we love to see it. This book is so incredible and so awesome. So with that, I highly recommend it. The last book on this list, but certainly not the least, is called Tilly and the Book Wanderers. This book is middle-grade fantasy, and it follows a young girl who discovers that she has the ability to go inside fictional stories and bring those fictional characters out into the real world with her, and she uses this ability to find her mom, who went missing shortly after she was born. This story is so good. First of all, the world building is so inventive, and it's so interesting, and it's just so cool. The plot is so thrilling, and it's so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and distinct and so wonderful and so lovely. Tilly is such a wonderful three-dimensional distinct character, and I love her. I love her so much. She is a character that I would love to be friends with. You know what I mean? This book is so good. I'm so excited to read the next book in this series. I think it's called The Booksmell Girls, and I think it comes out in September of this year, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm so excited for it because this author is so talented when it comes to crafting a wonderful, distinct world with wonderful, well-developed characters and a wonderful plot to boot. This story is so good, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more. So I highly recommend it. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. And if you did, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the pineapple emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!